Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Returner choosing to field this one. Returner brought down, sets up the next drive. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. In the clear at the 25. It's a nice gain. Will move the football up to the 27.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
First down here for this offense. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's going to take off here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Looking to pass this time. Receiver makes the catch. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run by the back, but I want to give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. That's a design quarterback keeper. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards in the first half. So really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action. Opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Defense is coming after him. And now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across midfield. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Man, really good job here by the defense. Flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making a tackle short of the first down.
And they'll kick it away here. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But man, this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And the Gamecocks looking to keep this drive rolling. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Empty backfield. Offense splitting the field with 5 wide. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. On the run, he'll let it go. And he's got it. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Breaks clear. Will he score here? Touchdown, South Carolina. No chance to catch him. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team's on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Quarterback drops back. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Short pass finds the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
The returner is brought down. Gets us started with the next drive. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? He's inside the 10 now. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Okay, ready?
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
The Gamecocks hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal.
Get set, get set. A-core.
Press coverage now from the secondary. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Game moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he'll get there. Touchdown, South Carolina. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Now they get set to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the grab.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a target, and it's complete. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Looks to the left, pass caught. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Defense bracing for the run against this heavy formation. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Looks like he's going to run it. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Caught near the sticks. It's Sanders. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all four quarters, it could get really ugly by the fourth.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Hits the running back in the flat. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Looking for 6. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this away to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
What a great throw here, and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college.
He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Moving right through the contact. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot. In the playoff, they stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Off the big play, they are pounding on the door here. 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Gamecocks. To stretch the lead, the route is on. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Down he goes, a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Fires it to the wideout. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
He's a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field.
Let's go.
And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. It seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. I used the stiff arm there. Defense wasn't buying it to get him down for just a short game. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Looks left and finds his target there. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Launches downfield. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Powers through. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And tackled there by the defense. 2nd and goal for the offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Touchdown, South Carolina. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Let's it fly to the wideout. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Look out, he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping it.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the beatdown continues. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Solid game, moves the ball to the 43. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Extra point try coming now. And there's the point after. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll try the left side with a toss. Trucks through the defender. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
29 Phil.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. Here's another interception. We're losing track. He's got some room and some blockers here. They finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Easy.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes a quick catch. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
A running play called on fourth down. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
The quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
When the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. The Gamecocks will line up here on first down and goal. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. First and goal, handoff. Physical run, breaks through a tackle. Touchdown, South Carolina. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle made at the 29, so he picks up about 4 yards by bringing it out of the end zone. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
He's running out of time here. It's caught downfield. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position, open it for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Irish. The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to scramble. And it's caught for 2 points, making the score look slightly more respectable. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. Second down play here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.